Use the cross! Smack her! Smite that evil spirit! Normally, after a holiday, you're done with it. The festivities are over. We're ready to get over it and move on to the next holiday. Halloween is finished. Now, I might go to the store and maybe hit the discount candy, you know, like after the holidays, like you could get the discount stuff after the I might do that. But right now, we still got one Halloween special to go. You see, on Halloween, there was some Halloween specials uploaded, and normally I would just move on and check them out later. But Animated Horror Flicks did part 2 to The Devil's Island, that awesome story that we were getting into about the church and the grandpa that sent the strange request and the bell that was going off and the locals warning the guy. It's a good story, so we're gonna get into it. Make sure to go over to Animated Horror Flicks channel, guys, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, and if you really like reaction videos, make sure to subscribe to this channel as well. Let's get into the film. All right, there's the creepy church with the bell tower. I wonder what's going on with them coffins.
Unfortunately, I had already lost the entire morning trying to find someone willing to take me to the island.
All right.
I did, however, manage to rent out a small boat for the day.
All right.
So I still had some time to get to the island and explore the church before nightfall.
Yeah, before night.
After what felt like an hour of rowing, I finally reached the island.
Rowing sucks. I'm about to go do something at the gym on a machine. But seriously, if you had to row a boat for an hour and you're not used to it, bruh, it's tiring. It's very, very tiring. First of all, you're not used to that same motion over and over again. Even your hands will get blistered while trying to travel an hour by oar. It's very, very hard, man.
There was something heavy in the air of this place, and I didn't feel welcome. Perhaps the bell was a warning for people to stay away, but I didn't let it distract me from my reason for being there.
Right.
Upon reaching the old church, I observed the Gothic exterior, accompanied by the scattered tombstones that lay silent and shy of the large bell tower.
It's kind of beautiful.
The interior of the church was equally Gothic, except it had not yet succumbed to the harsh outdoor conditions and had aged surprisingly well.
Really? And it's open.
I guess the secret to keeping something safe is hiding it in plain sight. Luckily for my grandfather, no one suspected that the large iron bell in the tower served as a convenient counterweight. I just hope that no one else discovered the way into the crypt.
Oh.
And that the letter was just a fake.
Wow! Scooby-Doo! I love this stuff, man.
Finding it hard to ignore the distinct atmosphere of an ancient tomb as I descended into the dark crypt, I was horrified to discover that the coffins had been moved. My grandfather assured me that he had never entered the tomb since he took the Polaroids all those years ago, and no one else knew where the crypt was.
Somebody
Just
went
when I
in.
began to suspect that a grave robber had somehow managed to infiltrate the tomb, I was even more surprised to see the gold cross simply placed on the floor. If someone had broken into the crypt and found the cross, why was it left behind?
It's gold.
There was nothing else of value in the tomb.
Oh, I got the chills
Deviltry
now.
seemed like the obvious culprit, but to what end?
The devil.
And who would do such a thing?
The devil!
Amid the confusion, I suddenly felt a cold chill sweep through the crypt that was followed by the thrust of a needle in my
Oh
side.
my god! Faded! Straight up faded! Oh!
I don't exactly know how long I was out for, but a sharp pain in my head and the stone-cold floor pressed against my face was the first thing I could feel.
What the hell, dude?
Suddenly, everything started to make sense. Whoever sent the letter somehow knew of the cross, but didn't know where the crypt was or how to open it. Behind the smoke screen of legends and ghost stories, this turned out to be nothing more than a heist of a valuable artifact.
Wow.
And I had fallen into a deadly trap.
Wow.
Fortunately, the secret passage hadn't been sealed, so I had a means of escaping from the crypt.
Thank goodness.
As I vacated the church, I came to the grim realization that nightfall had already engulfed the island. I hurried back to the pier only to discover that the boat was gone, and there was no other way of reaching the mainland. I didn't know how to explain all of this to my grandfather, but I knew how upset he would be to know that I failed and that the crypt had also been desecrated.
Well, I mean, you tried to do it, bruh. You tried to do what you could.
In that grim moment of silence, I began to hear something in the water before spotting a small, familiar boat arriving at the pier.
Is it old girl that he met at the restaurant? Or her oh, no! What?
The costume suggested that it was the same person from before.
Right.
Why come back to the
with the
island
cross
and bring the loot along with you?
Was it the girl from the restaurant?
Suddenly, our attention turned to the sound of the bell tower.
Uh-huh.
Eventually, I was distracted by the clutter of something heavy and solid dropping onto a wooden surface. As I noticed the cross at my feet, I looked up only to witness a body being pushed into the lake by something sinister.
What? Oh no. That's the devil.
In a split second,
I knew it!
grabbed the cross and ran towards the bell tower. When I got there, all I could do was wait. I was trapped inside the curse of Devil's Island.
Oh my god, dude. Can it enter the church?
The passage could only be activated by the lever, and it seemed pointless to condemn myself to the crypt
for
the sake of escaping imminent death. But perhaps my last days trapped in a tomb was a far cry from death at the hands of this curse.
No.
But none of that mattered anyway.
Don't do it.
Because I was too late.
Oh my god. Use the cross! Smack her! Smite that evil spirit! Is he dead? What?
It was at that pivotal moment, while still grasping for air, that I finally realized why the cross was so important. As long as the cross was within the confines of the crypt, it served as a means of protection for anyone within the church's walls. The bell tower was built to warn and guide the locals to safety, and offer shelter should evil ever rise again. What? So many details were lost over time, people had forgotten the true reason behind the church.
Right.
I can only hope that for the next blue moon on Halloween, we will be ready. Until then, the strange case of the moving coffins would be my next mystery to put to rest.
Exactly.
Since I was yet to find any plausible explanation, although the locals did mention something about an excessive amount of rainfall a few years ago.
Okay.
As for the masked stranger that dared to challenge the curse of Devil's Island, well, I guess some mysteries will forever remain unsolved.
Why did it come back? Because that was a person. It wasn't the devil. The devil was the other thing that disappeared.
Hey, folks, this is just a quick reminder to share this video and give it a like if you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, you can share it with someone you don't like. That's fine too. These animations require a lot of time and effort to produce.
They do.
Your support really helps. So thanks so much for watching until the end of the video.
They do.
And happy Halloween.
Hey, you know what?
Stay safe, folks.
Thank you for the story, man. Thank you for the story. Y'all, go over to the subscribe to this, man. The animation qualities, you gotta admit, are incredible. And this story is really good. Is there gonna be a part 3, though? Like, I still have unanswered questions. I know the cross was an artifact to keep, with devil and stuff like this. Who was that person? Were they working alone? They were dressed like a nun too, like to fit in or something like that. It was such a great story. I hope y'all had a happy Halloween, guys. Go get some of that discount candy at the store. It's clearance, baby. Go get it right now. Make sure to head on over to Animated Horror Flicks, guys, and subscribe to him. And a couple other videos that I reacted to from here as well. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time.